Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrives in Windhoek today on the final leg of his five-nation visit to hold talks with Namibia's President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah this evening. Explosives for Pulwama attack bought through e-commerce platforms, says global terror watchdog FATF. 9 killed, several injured after a bridge collapses in Gujarat's Vadodara. IMD issues red alert for rainfall over Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh today. In Wimbledon, Italy's Jannik Sinner to play against Ben Shelton of US, while Italy's Flavio Cobolli to clash with Serbia's Novak Djokovic in the men's singles quarterfinals this evening. And in men's hockey, India begins Europe tour with a 6-1 victory over Ireland in Netherlands. In the final leg of his five-nation visit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi reached Windhoek in Namibia today at the invitation of Namibian President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah. This will be the first visit of PM Modi to the country and the third ever prime ministerial visit from India to Namibia, which is coming after nearly 3 decades. PM Modi received a ceremonial reception and a guard of honor at the Hosea Kutako International Airport in Windhoek. Upon his arrival at the Hilton Hotel, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was warmly welcomed by the enthusiastic Indian diaspora, who greeted him with slogans and cheers. Delegation-level talks between India and Namibia are scheduled to take place at the State House. Several memoranda of understanding (MOUs) are expected to be signed, focusing on expanding cooperation in key areas such as energy security, healthcare and pharmaceuticals. During his visit, the Prime Minister will also pay homage to Namibia's founding father and first president, the late Dr. Sam Nujoma. Additionally, Mr. Modi will be conferred with Namibia's highest civilian award in recognition of his contributions to strengthening bilateral ties. Later in the day, the Prime Minister will deliver an address at the Parliament of Namibia, marking a significant moment in the ongoing relationship between the two nations. Now we go over live to our correspondent Aparna Khund for more details. Aparna, how does the visit of PM Modi impact the bilateral trade?
Yeah, this visit will certainly mark as a turning point between India and Namibia bilateral relationship, and it is happening at a very right time. If you look at the bilateral trade between the two countries, it is currently at $600 million and Indian investments in Namibia is around $800 million. But it is limited to specific sectors, so the potential is really vast, and Indian PSUs and private sector companies are also exploring joint ventures in mining, oil, renewable energy and pharmaceutical manufacturing. So definitely this visit can unlock new areas of trade, expand Indian business footprints and also create a trusted economic corridor in Africa.
Right. Aparna, how significant is this visit in the context of India's Global South policy and particularly Africa?
Yeah, India has positioned itself as a leading voice for the Global South, and it has also advocated African Union's entry into G20 during its presidency. India has always raised voice of the Global South concerns at several global forums. So yes, this visit to Namibia will definitely reaffirm this commitment of India to uplifting and engaging meaningfully with developing countries, especially Africa, and their capacity building and developing digital and health infrastructure in African countries. So discussion also ongoing around unified payment interface adoption, health sector collaboration such as Jan Aushadhi scheme and various skill development aspects also. So definitely this will benefit India to build a good development partnership in Africa.
Right. Thank you, Aparna, for that update. Well, moving on, earlier Prime Minister held talks with the Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva in Brasilia yesterday. Speaking at a joint press conference alongside the Brazilian President, Mr. Modi said that India and Brazil have agreed to raise bilateral trade to $20 billion over the next 5 years. Prime Minister said that both sides will also work to expand the India-Mercosur Preferential Trade Agreement. Mr. Modi said India and Brazil will work to expand cooperation in trade, clean energy defense, artificial intelligence and digital public infrastructure. Global Terror Financing Watchdog Financial Action Task Force (FATF) has said that e-commerce platforms have been used in the procurement of materials for a terrorist attack in India. This was revealed in the terrorist attack in Pulwama in Jammu and Kashmir and the Gorakhnath Temple in Uttar Pradesh. FATF, in a report on a comprehensive update on terrorist financing risks, said that digital platforms such as social media, messaging applications and crowdfunding sites are increasingly being abused for terror financing. Several forms of support have been reported, including direct financial support, logistical and material support, or the provision of training. Union Home and Corporation Minister Amit Shah interacted with women and other workers associated with cooperatives of Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan on the occasion of the International Cooperative Year. Mr. Shah also interacted with Miraben Rabari of Camel Breeder Maldhari Cooperative Society of Kutch District. During the interaction, Miralban requested to conduct chemical testing and camel milk and conduct research, to which Shri Shah replied that 4 Ayurvedic companies are testing the medicinal properties of camel milk.
ऊंटनी के दूध के औषधीय गुणों का स्टडी कर इसमें से कुछ रोग की सटीक दवाइयां अगर बनती है तो ये ऊंट का दूध का जो रेट है वो अनेक गुना हम बढ़ा सकते हैं और जब ऊंट पालन और ऊंटनी के दूध का रेट बढ़ेगा तो स्वाभाविक रूप से नस्ल संरक्षण में हमें बहुत फायदा होगा.
In Bihar, mixed response has been evoked due to the Bihar Bandh and Chakka Jam called by the RJD Congress-led Grand Alliance today. The RJD Congress Vikashsheel Insan Party (VIP) and left parties called for a statewide shutdown in protest of the special intensive revision campaign for voter lists currently underway in the state. BJP MP Ravi Shankar Prasad hit out at the opposition over Bihar Bandh against the electoral rolls revision in the state. Addressing the media in New Delhi, Mr. Prasad accused the RJD Congress-led Grand Alliance of playing politics over the special intensive revision SIR of the Election Commission in the state.
जब कल सुप्रीम कोर्ट में सुनवाई होने वाली है तो आज ये कौन सा दबाव बनाया जा रहा है? क्या लोग चाहते हैं कि वोटर लिस्ट में वो लोग रहें जिनको नहीं रहना चाहिए? तो अगर ईमानदारी से काम हो रहा है तो परेशानी क्या है आपको? संकेत यही है कि जो भी गलत तरीके से वोटर बन गया उसके कंधों पर ये अपनी सियासत करना चाहते हैं.
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on X handle at AIR News Alerts, and for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download news on AIR app. A tragic bridge collapse incident near Padra in Gujarat's Vadodara district early this morning resulted in 9 fatalities and left several others injured. A portion of the Gambhira bridge, which connects Anand and Vadodara districts, gave way, plunging 5 vehicles into the Mahisagar river. Vadodara SP Rohan Anand has confirmed the accident. He informed local authorities, including the Vadodara district administration, immediately launched a large-scale rescue effort.
अभी तक हमारे हाथ में जो डिटेल्स आई हैं, लगभग 9 लोगों की मृत्यु हुई है और उनकी आगे की प्रोसेस पादरा सीएससी हॉस्पिटल में चालू है. 9 जितने लोगों को रेस्क्यू किया गया है उसमें से 5 को एसएससी हॉस्पिटल रेफर किया गया. जो रेस्क्यू किए गए लोग हैं उसमें किसी की भी हालत गंभीर नहीं है और बचाव की जो कामगिरी है वो अभी भी चालू है.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed grief over the loss of lives due to the collapse of a bridge in Vadodara district in Gujarat. He expressed condolences to those who have lost their loved ones and wished for the speedy recovery of all the injured. Prime Minister Modi has sanctioned an ex gratia of 2 lakh rupees each for the next of kin of persons who lost their lives from the Prime Minister's National Relief Fund. The injured will be given 50,000 rupees. The Commission for Air Quality Management, CAQM, has amended its earlier directive to enforce a phased ban on refueling end-of-life vehicles. In a statement, the CAQM said that all end-of-life vehicles will be denied fueling from 1st of November 2025 in Delhi, Gurugram, Faridabad, Ghaziabad, Gautam Budh Nagar and Sonipat. The ban will be extended to the remaining NCR districts from the 1st of April 2026. The Enforcement Directorate is conducting searches at 11 locations in Amritsar, Sangrur, Patiala, Moga, Ambala and Kurukshetra and Karnal in connection with the donkey route case related to the illegal immigrants deported from the USA in February this year. The investigation in the case was initiated on the basis of 17 FIRs registered by police authorities in Punjab and Haryana against the travel and visa agents and middlemen who cheated various persons willing to go to the USA. The Minister of Education is organizing a 2-day Vice Chancellor's Conference of Central Universities in Kevadia district from tomorrow. The conference is part of the 5 years of implementation of the National Education Policy 2020, will bring together leaders of central universities to review the institutional progress and collectively shape the path ahead. The India Meteorological Department IMD has issued a red color warning for rainfall today over Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh. Talking exclusively to Akashvani News, IMD senior scientist Dr. R.K. Janamani said that rainfall is likely to continue over central India during the next 2 days. The department has also issued an orange alert for rainfall in northern India for the next 2 days. He added that Delhi and the adjoining NCR region are expected to witness light to moderate rainfall.
If we talk about the heavy rainfall warning, mainly because of the low pressure area over Gangetic West Bengal and Jharkhand, we have given the red color warning over Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh today for 9th July, and further orange color will be central India, mainly these areas for next 2 days. And for the North India, mainly Punjab, Haryana and Uttarakhand and also Uttar Pradesh, we have given heavy to very heavy rainfall orange color warning for next 2 days. And for National Capital Region Delhi, we have given the yellow color warning for the light to moderate rainfall.
News just in: a Jaguar fighter aircraft of the Indian Air Force has crashed near Churu district of Rajasthan. Police and administrative teams rushed to the spot immediately after the incident. The Churu superintendent of police said that the 2 bodies were recovered from the site. At least 109 people were killed and over 160 are still missing after devastating flash floods affected Texas and the US, with the rescue operation still going on along the Guadalupe River. Texas Governor Greg Abbott said that at least 161 people are known to be missing after the deadly flooding, noting that searches will persist throughout the Guadalupe River system in the hope of locating anyone else. In Wimbledon, several quarter-final matches are lined up for this evening at the All England Club in London. In the men's singles, Italy's Jannik Sinner will be up against Ben Shelton of the US. In another match, Italy's Flavio Cobolli will clash with 24-time Grand Slam winner Serbia's Novak Djokovic. In the women's singles, Poland's Iga Swiatek will clash with Russia's Lyudmila Samsonova. In another match, Russia's Mira Andreeva will face Belinda Bencic of Switzerland. The Indian A men's hockey team have kick-started the tour of Europe with a dominant 6-1 victory over Ireland at the hockey club in Oranje Route in Eindhoven, Netherlands. Ireland could only manage to score a consolation goal as India was tight in defence. India will next face Ireland again tonight as well look for another positive result and build on the momentum in the European tour. The Indian women's team will be aiming to seal the T20I series against England in the 4th match tonight at the Old Trafford ground in Manchester, UK. The match will begin at 11 p.m. IST. The women in blue hold a 2-1 lead despite England opening its account with a narrow 5-run win in the previous game. Indian markets traded flat today amid rising global uncertainty following US President Donald Trump's proposal of steep tariffs on pharmaceutical imports, a key export segment for India. The 30-share index at BSE Sensex was trading at 83,733 with marginal gain, while Nifty 50 added 10 points to trade at 25,532 when the reports last came in. The United States, which accounts for nearly a third of India's pharma exports, also plans to impose a 10% tariff on imports from BRICS nations, including India. Meanwhile, investors are closely watching for any signs of progress towards a potential US-India trade deal. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrives in Windhoek today on the final leg of his 5-nation visit to hold talks with Namibia's President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah this evening. Explosives of Pulwama attack bought through e-commerce platforms, says global terror watchdog FATF. 9 killed, several injured after bridge collapses in Gujarat's Vadodara. IMD issues red alert for rainfall over Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh today. In Wimbledon, Italy's Jannik Sinner to play against Ben Shelton of US, while Italy's Flavio Cobolli will clash with Serbia's Novak Djokovic in the men's singles quarterfinals this evening. And in men's hockey, India begins Europe tour with a 6-1 victory over Ireland in Netherlands. And with that, we end the Midday.